Okay, let's unpack this. Have you ever woken up feeling like you're already behind? Like your energy is stuck in neutral and your mind is just wrapped in this thick fog?
Oh, definitely. I think most of us have been there, right?
Totally. Well, today we're diving deep into a story that, honestly, it profoundly challenges our assumptions about where significant change really comes from. It's basically a testament to how one, incredibly simple daily ritual can utterly transform a young woman named Alina. And not through, grand, complicated efforts, but through this quiet, consistent act.
It's fascinating.
It really is. We're drawing our insights from a compelling narrative that tracks her personal journey, and it reveals some truly surprising and deeply resonant truths about daily well-being.
Yeah.
So our mission for you listening is to extract the core insights, the intrinsic why and how behind this, seemingly innocuous habit, and truly grasp what it could mean for your daily vitality and overall health.
And what's truly remarkable here, I think, is how often the most impactful, life-altering wisdom isn't found in cutting-edge scientific breakthroughs or these complex, expensive interventions.
Yeah, not always the fancy stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Instead, it frequently emerges from the most unexpected, kind of humble places, like a quiet tradition passed down from a grandmother in the countryside.
Amazing.
So we're going to explore not only Alina's very personal experience, but also delve into the underlying physiological and psychological mechanisms that might imbue such a small, accessible habit with such potent transformative power.
Okay.
This deep dive is really designed to offer you a clear, actionable, and comprehensive understanding, connecting the subtle dots between a deceptively simple routine and this cascade of benefits that could genuinely ripple through every facet of your day, shifting your baseline from tired to truly thriving.
Okay, so let's paint that picture then. Alina's life before this quiet revolution began. The source material describes her pre-transformation state in a way that's, strikingly familiar to many of us, caught in the whirlwind of modern life.
Totally.
She was, as the narrative puts it, just like many of us, basically operating on a perpetual low battery.
Yeah, that feeling.
Her mornings were a frantic race against the clock. She'd wake up late, already feeling this crushing sense of urgency, and inevitably she'd rush right out the door, often skipping breakfast entirely.
Oh, classic. So many people do that.
Right. And this chronic morning scramble meant her body and mind were constantly playing catch-up. She carried this pervasive, almost suffocating fatigue that seemed to just cling to her, regardless of how much she slept.
Right. Sleep didn't seem to fix it.
Exactly. And her skin, the body's largest organ and often a mirror of internal health, it reflected this struggle. It looked dull, lacking that natural vibrancy, that clarity we all kind of strive for.
Yeah, that external sign of something going on inside.
Totally. Internally, the discomfort was just as real. Her stomach often felt heavy, this persistent, unwelcome sensation after meals that really hinted at underlying digestive sluggishness.
Ugh, that heavy feeling. Yeah.
And perhaps most universally relatable, especially for those navigating demanding schedules and, information overload. Her mind was perpetually foggy, just this hazy screen making it difficult to find clear focus, maintain sharp concentration, or truly engage with her day.
Wow.
Does any part of that resonate with your own experience? I mean, it certainly does for me sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. That's a powerful portrayal. And if we connect to Alina's initial state, the dullness, the chronic fatigue, the persistent brain fog, the nagging digestive issues, to the broader modern landscape, it immediately resonates with so many of the challenges people are grappling with today.
It really does.
It's a common, almost epidemic predicament, isn't it?
Yeah.
Feeling perpetually behind, physically depleted, and just, not operating at your optimal best.
Yeah.
And we live in a world that often celebrates complexity, where the perceived solution to a complex problem must also be complex. We're kind of conditioned to seek out groundbreaking research, expensive treatments, or these elaborate multi-step programs.
Right. Bigger must be better.
Exactly. So this raises an incredibly important question for us and for you. Could the antidote to such widespread discomfort and systemic imbalance be surprisingly simple? Maybe even deceptively so. We frequently overlook accessible foundational remedies, precisely because they don't fit our paradigm of what powerful solutions are supposed to look like. Alina's story really nudges us to reconsider that assumption.
Exactly that. And the turning point for Elena, it wasn't some dramatic medical intervention or a pricey wellness retreat, right?
No, not at all.
It happened during a visit to her grandmother, who lived this life seemingly untouched by the frenetic pace and, well, the ailments of modern living, nestled in this quiet, serene village called Meadowfield.
Sounds idyllic.
Doesn't it? Her grandmother was, as the source vividly describes, a true beacon of vitality. She looked much younger than her age and moved around with endless energy.
Wow. Imagine seeing that contrast.
Right. Imagine Alina, burdened by fatigue and brain fog, observing someone radiating such vibrant, boundless energy. It must have been a pretty profound moment of realization for her.
Absolutely.
And then came the simple revelation, whispered almost like an ancient secret, yet brimming with timeless wisdom. Her grandmother called it her tiny morning secret, a deceptively modest instruction. Start your day with warm lemon water. It will change your life, Alina.
Just like that.
Just 2 sentences, but a world of potential locked inside them.
And that's often how these truly foundational, life-altering shifts begin, isn't it? Not with a thunderclap, but with a quiet, trusted voice and an accessible, low-commitment step.
So true.
Alina's initial reaction, as the narrative explains, was this potent mix of curiosity and, well, an understandable dose of uncertainty. Skepticism, maybe?
Yeah, probably a bit skeptical. Could this really work?
Exactly. She went to bed that night pondering whether such a seemingly innocuous, almost mundane suggestion could possibly deliver on such a grand promise of transforming her entire life. The very next morning, she took that small yet pivotal leap of faith. She walked into her kitchen, took half a lemon, squeezed its juice into a warm cup of water, and slowly, deliberately began to sip it.
Okay, the first step.
The first step. And the crucial detail here, one that often trips people up when attempting new habits, is that for the first few days, absolutely nothing dramatic happened.
Right. No instant miracle.
No. There was no immediate lightning bolt level burst of energy or a sudden miraculous clearing of her skin. The sensation was, as the source recounts, just normal.
Okay.
And this initial lack of instant gratification is such a critical moment for any new habit because it's precisely when many people abandon their efforts. They expect an immediate shouting transformation.
Yeah, we want results now.
We do. Alina, however, persisted. She embodied the quiet power of consistency over flash, a testament perhaps to her grandmother's simple but profound faith in the ritual. She just kept going.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting, because Alina didn't have to wait months for this transformation to actually show up.
Right.
The story tells us that by the end of just the first week, something truly tangible, something undeniably positive shifted for her.
Only a week. Wow.
Yeah. The source highlights 2 key improvements that she noticed almost immediately, offering her first real glimpses of the promise. First, her digestion felt noticeably smoother. A profound relief.
Okay, digestion first. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, the narrative describes it like her stomach wasn't heavy anymore after meals. Think about that for a moment. The chronic discomfort of a perpetually heavy stomach replaced by a feeling of lightness and ease.
That alone is huge for daily comfort.
Absolutely huge. And second, maybe even more powerfully, she began to feel genuinely fresh in the mornings, waking up with a sense of readiness rather than dread.
Ah, the energy shift.
Yes. No longer was she dragging herself out of bed, fighting that losing battle against the alarm clock. This wasn't just, less grogginess. It was a fundamental shift from exhaustion to a feeling of being genuinely awake and eager to embrace the day.
That's a game changer.
Totally. Alina herself was utterly amazed, questioning, how could something so small make such a big difference? It's a question that echoes what many of us wonder when faced with simple solutions to complex problems, right?
It absolutely is. And what's particularly fascinating here is that Alina's very first noticeable improvements were not superficial, but deeply foundational. Digestion and energy.
Right, the core stuff.
Exactly. These 2 areas are often bellwethers for deeper systemic changes beginning to occur within the body. When your digestive system, the very engine that extracts nutrients and eliminates waste, starts functioning more efficiently, a natural cascade of benefits follows. Improved nutrient absorption means your cells are better fueled, leading directly to more sustained energy. Simultaneously, more effective waste elimination alleviates internal burdens, contributing to that lighter, less fatigued sensation.
Makes sense.
It isn't a complex, circuitous chain of events. It's a very direct physiological response to gentle internal support. Warm water itself acts as a mild stimulant to peristalsis, the rhythmic muscle contractions that propel food through the digestive tract.
Okay, the warmth helps things move.
Precisely. And then when you add lemon, you're introducing a subtle acidity that can gently kickstart the production of digestive enzymes in the stomach and bile from the liver, both crucial for breaking down food and absorbing fats.
Ah, okay, so it's the combination.
It seems to be. So the relief in her stomach and the newfound ease of waking up are incredibly logical and often very rapid early benefits.
And psychologically.
Well, from a psychological perspective, these subtle but undeniable improvements in that first week are paramount. They provide that critical initial positive feedback loop.
Yeah, the proof it's working.
Exactly. It transforms the new habit from a potential chore into something that delivers discernible, welcome benefits. This immediate reward makes it significantly easier to continue, building momentum and fostering deep commitment. It's a point where, curiosity blossoms into conviction.
Right, you start believing it. And this leads us to the deeper question, what exactly is happening inside the body to generate these shifts? Alina's journey wasn't just about subjectively feeling better. The source really helps us understand that there were genuine, quantifiable biological processes at play. It introduces this idea of warm lemon water, not as some harsh, aggressive purification, but as a natural detox, a gentle daily support system for the body's incredible innate processes of cleansing and regeneration.
Absolutely. Let's delve into the multifaceted physical benefits that the source meticulously highlights, because they truly paint a comprehensive picture of how such a simple ritual can yield such profound systemic improvement.
Okay, let's do it.
First, we have the critically important immune system boost. The core information from the source explicitly states that lemons are rich in vitamin C.
Right, everyone knows lemons have vitamin C.
True, but vitamin C isn't just a simple vitamin. It's a remarkably versatile and powerful antioxidant. Its primary role in this context is to help protect our body's cells from damage caused by free radicals, those unstable molecules generated through normal metabolic processes and environmental stressors, which can contribute to chronic inflammation and accelerate cellular aging.
Okay, so it's protective.
Very protective. But beyond its antioxidant prowess, vitamin C plays an indispensable role in supporting the intricate machinery of our immune system. It directly contributes to immune defense by supporting various cellular functions of both the innate, our immediate immune response, and the adaptive or learned immune response.
How does it do that?
Well, specifically, it's a vital cofactor in the production and proper functioning of white blood cells, like phagocytes, which literally engulf pathogens, and lymphocytes, which are crucial for targeted immune responses.
Got it. So it helps the immune cells work better.
Exactly. So when the source confidently asserts that it boosts the immune system and helps fight off illnesses like colds and flu, it's referring to this broad foundational support. Consistently providing your body with vitamin C daily, as opposed to just taking large doses reactively when you're already feeling unwell.
Right, like popping pills when you get sick.
Precisely. Doing it daily can help maintain a more resilient, robust, and proactively vigilant immune system, making you generally less susceptible to the everyday pathogens we encounter. It's like keeping your body's cellular army not just ready for battle, but continually well-nourished, trained, and optimally equipped for routine patrol, making small skirmishes less likely to escalate.
That's a crucial distinction, isn't it? It's not just a reactive measure, a quick fix when you're already feeling under the weather, but a proactive, consistent investment in your body's daily defenses.
Precisely. And moving from defense to daily function, we then have the significant benefit of digestive stimulation and waste elimination.
Okay, back to the digestion.
Yep. The source succinctly states, the warmth of the water stimulates digestion, waking up the stomach gently and helping the body eliminate waste. To truly grasp this, consider your digestive system after hours of sleep. It's often a bit dormant, right? Waiting for its cue to spring into action.
Makes sense.
Warm water acts as that gentle yet effective internal alarm clock. Physiologically, warm liquids can help relax the smooth muscles lining the digestive tract, encouraging more efficient peristalsis.
Relaxing the muscles helps.
It does. This increased motility helps move stagnant material through the intestines. Moreover, the warmth can stimulate the production of digestive juices, hydrochloric acid in the stomach, which is essential for protein breakdown, and bile from the liver and gallbladder, vital for fat digestion.
So it gets everything flowing?
It gets everything flowing gently. This gentle kickstart promotes more efficient digestion overall and, crucially, regularity in bowel movements. When the body eliminates metabolic waste products and undigested food more effectively, you significantly reduce the likelihood of experiencing that uncomfortable, heavy stomach sensation Alina complained about.
Right. Less bloating, less heaviness.
Exactly. And you optimize your body's natural processes of detoxification. It's about ensuring the internal plumbing is clear and flowing smoothly right from the moment you wake up.
And speaking of internal balance, the source also brings up the often misunderstood concept of pH levels.
Indeed it does. It mentions that lemon also helps balance the body's pH levels, making it more alkaline, which supports better health overall. Now, this is a point that frequently causes confusion, so it's important to clarify.
Yeah, because lemons are acidic, right?
They are undeniably acidic outside the body, but its metabolic byproducts after digestion and absorption are primarily alkaline forming. Now, our body maintains the pH of our blood within an incredibly narrow and precise range through sophisticated buffering systems, kidneys, lungs, proteins.
Okay, so you can't just drink lemon water and make your blood alkaline.
No, absolutely not. That tight regulation is vital for survival. However, the concept here relates more to the overall acid load on the body, particularly on the kidneys, which play a crucial role in excreting excess acid.
Okay, so it's about easing the load.
Kind of. A diet rich in alkaline-forming foods, lots of fruits and vegetables, is often associated with benefits like better bone density, reduced muscle wasting, and potentially a lower risk of chronic diseases over the long term. It supports the body's natural ability to maintain optimal balance.
So it's not about changing your blood pH drastically, but helping the systems that do regulate it.
That's a great way to put it. Supporting your body's inherent balancing acts and reducing potential stress on the intricate systems that manage acidity, allowing them to function more efficiently, perhaps with less energetic expenditure.
This sounds like a comprehensive cascade of internal improvements that would almost inevitably show up externally, right? Especially when it comes to something as visible as our skin.
Oh, absolutely. The skin is often called the body's largest detoxification organ, and it frequently mirrors our internal health. The source directly addresses this, stating, Alina used to have breakouts on her skin, but as days passed, those slowly disappeared. The lemon water was cleansing her body from within.
So better digestion, maybe better detoxification, leads to clearer skin.
It's highly connected. If your digestive system isn't functioning optimally, if you're chronically dehydrated, or if your liver and kidneys are struggling to efficiently process and eliminate metabolic waste, your body may look for alternative routes to expel these toxins.
Like through the skin.
Exactly. Often manifesting as skin issues like dullness, excess oil production, or even breakouts and inflammation. So when you improve systemic hydration, enhance the efficiency of your body's natural detox pathways, and support overall digestive health.
You're helping from the inside out.
Precisely. You are, in essence, cleansing and nourishing the body from the inside out. Better internal balance leads to improved circulation, more efficient nutrient delivery to individual skin cells, and more effective removal of cellular debris. This comprehensive internal support reduces the burden on the skin, allowing it to regenerate, heal, and function optimally.
Which naturally results in clearer, more radiant skin.
Exactly. It's not about a magic topical cream. It's about deep systemic support yielding visible and lasting results.
And this leads us directly to something incredibly fundamental that many of us, despite knowing its importance, still chronically neglect: proper hydration.
Yes, profound hydration is absolutely foundational to virtually every bodily function. And the source makes a crucially important point about our mornings. Many people forget to drink water in the morning, even though the body becomes dehydrated during the night.
Guilty as charged sometimes.
We all are. But consider this. After 6, 7, 8, or even more hours of sleep, your body has been continuously engaged in metabolic processes, respiration, circulation, cellular repair, all of which consume water, but without any fluid intake.
Right. You're losing water all night.
You are. You wake up in a state of natural, albeit often mild, dehydration. Rehydrating promptly first thing in the morning is critical for kickstarting cognitive function, maintaining optimal organ performance, ensuring proper blood flow, and jump-starting cellular energy production.
So the warm lemon water tackles that straight away.
It provides this essential rehydration, and often it's more appealing than plain cold water first thing in the morning for some people. But the benefits extend well beyond just quenching thirst. The source also notes that it also helped her feel full, so she didn't crave unhealthy snacks early in the day. This is a profoundly significant point for managing eating habits and maintaining stable energy levels.
So it helps with cravings too.
It seems so. Oftentimes, what we interpret as hunger pangs, especially early in the morning, is actually a signal of thirst or mild dehydration. By hydrating properly and gently stimulating digestion with the warm lemon water, Alina was effectively sending satiety signals to her brain.
Making her feel fuller.
Exactly. This reduced the immediate, often impulsive urge to reach for those quick, sugar-laden, and ultimately unsatisfying processed snacks or sugary cereals that offer a temporary energy spike followed by an inevitable crash.
Yeah, the sugar rush and crash cycle.
Right. And the ripple effect on her overall diet was truly remarkable. Slowly, her eating habits changed. She began to crave fresh fruits and vegetables instead of sugary cereals or processed foods.
Wow, so her actual cravings changed.
That's what the source suggests. When your body is consistently well hydrated, when its digestive processes are optimized, and when it's receiving gentle, natural support, your innate cravings tend to recalibrate. They shift towards healthier, more nutrient-dense, and genuinely nourishing whole foods.
That's amazing. It's like setting a powerfully positive tone for your taste buds and your entire metabolic system right from the start of the day.
Exactly. Instead of fighting a constant uphill battle against cravings for empty calories, you're building a foundational state where healthier choices become not just easier, but inherently more appealing and natural. It transforms your relationship with food.
What's abundantly clear then is that these aren't just isolated, compartmentalized benefits operating independently. They are, in fact, deeply interconnected, creating this powerful and synergistic positive feedback loop within the body.
Absolutely.
Improved digestion leads to better nutrient absorption, which helps the immune system. Enhanced hydration helps everything run smoothly, impacting skin and energy. It all links up.
It really does. The beauty of this interconnectedness is how all of these profound physical changes inevitably influence our mental and emotional state.
Yeah.
Which is where Alina's story, as the source reveals, gets even more fascinating.
Because the story of Alina's transformation doesn't simply conclude with her physical improvements, as impactful as those were. She experienced another truly surprising and perhaps even more profound benefit, one that transcends the purely physiological realm and delves deep into her inner world.
Okay.
The source tells us quite simply, yet powerfully, that this daily ritual made Alina more mindful.
Ah, the mental aspect. Interesting.
Yeah. This isn't just a subtle improvement, it's an incredibly powerful shift in her relationship with herself and the world around her.
And what's truly compelling here is how any consistent, quiet ritual, regardless of its specific nature, can organically evolve into a profound form of mindfulness practice. Oh, so? Well, the source paints a beautiful picture of Alina's morning ritual. Every morning as she sat by the window sipping her warm drink, she had a moment of peace. A moment to breathe, think, and feel grateful. This quiet habit soon turned into a meditation.
So it wasn't formal meditation, just pausing.
Exactly. It wasn't about adopting a formal meditation cushion, intricate breathing exercises, or chanting mantras. It was simply about intentionally creating a dedicated pause, a sacred moment of stillness in her otherwise hurried day.
Right, just taking a beat.
Taking a beat. As she slowly sipped, she engaged her senses. Observing the world outside her window, she would look at the trees, hear the birds, and begin her day with calmness. In our increasingly frenetic, always-on world, finding even 5 or 10 minutes to consciously be present, to connect with the sensory richness of the immediate moment, that can be utterly transformative.
Absolutely.
The warm lemon water became an anchor for this stillness, a gentle yet firm cue for her body and mind to decelerate, to align, and to find a profound sense of calm before the day's inevitable demands began their assault. This deliberate creation of internal space is absolutely crucial for mental and emotional well-being. It lays a peaceful foundation for whatever the day may bring.
And what's particularly striking is how that cultivated mental peace then had tangible, undeniable impacts on her daily life, like a beautiful, ever-expanding ripple effect.
Precisely. The source clearly articulates this domino effect, stating that this mental peace reduced her stress levels, made her more productive at work.
Less stress, more productive. Makes sense.
It does. When you consciously choose to begin your day from a place of calm, presence, and gratitude, rather than succumbing to the immediate pressures of rushing and stress, it fundamentally recalibrates your emotional baseline. Reduced chronic stress doesn't just feel better, it translates directly into tangible cognitive benefits.
Like clearer thinking.
Exactly. Clearer thinking, improved focus and concentration, enhanced problem-solving abilities, and better decision-making throughout the day. If your mind isn't constantly racing with anxious thoughts or burdened by the weight of unmanaged stress, it liberates significant cognitive resources.
Freeing up brain space.
Pretty much. Resources that can then be channeled towards productive work. It's not merely about accomplishing more tasks, but about approaching them with greater clarity, less mental clutter, and a diminished sense of emotional drain. This cultivated calm allows for a more strategic, less reactive approach to daily challenges.
Which naturally leads to better productivity.
Naturally, both in quality and quantity. Furthermore, the positive effects seamlessly extended into her interpersonal relationships. The source emphatically mentions that this change improved her relationships.
How did that connection work?
Well, think about it. When you are less stressed, more grounded, and genuinely at peace internally, you inherently show up differently for others.
Right. Yeah, you're probably nicer to be around.
Exactly. You're more likely to be patient, more empathetic, a better listener, and generally a more pleasant and supportive presence. Your internal calm radiates outwards, creating an inviting and positive energy that naturally strengthens bonds and fosters healthier interactions. This profound internal shift was so pronounced and externally evident that even her friends started noticing the transformation. As the narrative recounts, they would often exclaim, "You're glowing," they'd say. "You seem so happy."
Ah, the glow, both physical and mental.
It seems so. This external validation, this beautiful confluence of the physical glow from improved health and the visible calm and happiness stemming from reduced internal stress, served to further reinforce Elena's unwavering commitment to her new ritual.
That makes sense. Positive reinforcement.
Totally. It stands as a powerful testament to how true holistic well-being, initiated by a simple, consistent physical act, can gracefully ripple out to positively affect every area of your life, from personal performance and cognitive function to the depth and quality of your social connections.
Okay, let's unpack this. The true litmus test of any habit, whether it's a daily ritual or a significant lifestyle change, often comes not when it's convenient and seamless, but when circumstances throw a wrench in the routine.
Ah, yes, the travel test.
Exactly. We can all stick to something when the path is clear, but what happens when life inevitably interferes? Alina faced this very challenge, providing a crucial insight into the true strength and impact of her warm lemon water ritual.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in Alina's story because it shifts our understanding from this being merely a beneficial routine to something her body had genuinely adapted to and, as the source states, had come to depend on.
Depend on? Is that a good thing?
Well, let's see. When Alina embarked on a work trip, she found herself staying in a hotel where lemons were simply unavailable. For 2 consecutive days, she went without her customary morning ritual.
Okay, 2 days off.
And the source vividly describes the immediate and undeniable consequences. On the 3rd day, she felt bloated, tired, and less focused.
Whoa, so she really felt the difference.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Now, this wasn't a negative addiction in the way we typically think of harmful dependencies like caffeine withdrawal or nicotine cravings with all those negative side effects.
Right, it wasn't like she had headaches or shakes.
Exactly. Instead, it was her body signaling that it had become accustomed to and was performing optimally with a specific beneficial input. It's a positive feedback mechanism, indicating that her system had adapted to this new baseline of well-being.
So its absence resulted in a noticeable dip in function.
Precisely, revealing the integral role the ritual had come to play in maintaining that optimal state.
And that realization, that tangible experience of the ritual's absence, must have been a truly profound moment for her, a powerful confirmation of its efficacy.
Absolutely. That's precisely when she realized how much her body had come to depend on the benefits of warm lemon water. This direct, undeniable experience solidified her commitment from that moment forward.
There's no more skipping it.
Apparently not. From then on, no matter where her travels took her, she carried a few lemons in her bag. It truly became her daily must-have, like brushing her teeth or tying her hair.
Wow, that level of commitment.
Right. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this isn't about fostering a negative reliance. Rather, it's a powerful illustration of the body signaling what it genuinely thrives on. It raises an important question for all of us, doesn't it? How do we learn to distinguish between habits that truly support our optimal functioning
Enhancing our well-being and performance.
and those that might hinder us or create detrimental dependencies? The key differentiator, as demonstrated by Alina, seems to be the clear, objective experience of improved function and profound well-being when the habit is present.
contrasted with a noticeable decline when it's absent.
Yes, rather than the uncomfortable detrimental withdrawal symptoms typical of harmful addictions, it's a positive signal, not a negative craving.
That's a really helpful distinction.
And what's truly fascinating here is that it wasn't just about the drink anymore. It was a symbol of self-care. This marks a crucial and beautiful evolution of any genuinely positive habit.
How so?
Well, it often begins as an external act, right?
Yes.
Maybe even a perceived chore or a dutiful compliance to a suggestion from grandma.
Yeah, something you should do.
Exactly. However, as the benefits accumulate, as they are consciously recognized and deeply felt, the habit undergoes a profound transformation. It shifts from an external obligation into an internal, deeply cherished commitment.
It becomes part of you.
It evolves into a daily act of self-love, a non-negotiable prioritization of one's own well-being. This profound shift from begrudging obligation to empowered personal value is what makes positive habits truly sustainable, deeply impactful, and joyfully integrated into the fabric of one's life.
And what Alina's story underscores so powerfully is that this isn't about some elusive, expensive magic or complicated, inaccessible treatments. That in itself is a vital takeaway in a world constantly pushing us towards complex solutions.
Indeed. The source explicitly reinforces this core message. Alina's story is not special because of some magic or expensive treatment. It's special because it shows how small steps, done with consistency, can bring big change.
The power of consistency.
It's the foundational principle for anyone seeking meaningful, sustainable improvements in their health and well-being. In a world oversaturated with fleeting, often costly health trends, celebrity-endorsed supplements, and elaborate, time-consuming wellness routines.
Yeah, there's always something new and expensive.
Right. Alina's journey stands as a powerful and refreshing reminder of the profound efficacy of simplicity. As the source summarizes, warm lemon water is a natural, easy, and powerful way to improve your health.
And it lists all those benefits again.
It does. It helps with digestion, clears the skin, boosts immunity, hydrates the body, and sets a positive tone for the day. It comprehensively addresses all these crucial physiological and psychological aspects. And crucially, it is affordable, it's accessible, and it works.
Affordable and accessible. That's key.
Absolutely paramount. It democratizes wellness, making significant, palpable improvements in health available to almost anyone, regardless of their budget, geographical location, or current lifestyle. It starkly contrasts with the prevalent notion that good health requires significant financial investment, extreme lifestyle overhauls, or privileged access to niche remedies. It empowers you to take charge, one warm sip at a time.
What an extraordinary yet incredibly relatable journey Alina undertook. I mean, from feeling perpetually tired with dull skin and a foggy mind, to radiating an undeniable glow, brimming with energy, and experiencing a profound sense of mindfulness.
Quite the transformation.
It really was. Her transformation, ignited by that remarkably simple morning ritual, truly encompassed both her physical and mental well-being, demonstrating a holistic shift from the inside out. It powerfully underscores just how foundational and far-reaching a seemingly small, consistent step can be, impacting everything from the efficiency of her digestion and the clarity of her skin to the robustness of her immunity and her overall hydration. And beyond the purely physical, it cultivated a deep sense of internal peace, significantly reduced her stress levels, and even visibly improved her relationships, all by simply setting a consistently positive, intentional tone for her day.
It's a profoundly compelling narrative, indeed, and one that offers an incredibly accessible invitation. For you, if you're someone who consistently wakes up feeling tired, if your skin lacks that fresh vitality, if you frequently feel bloated or heavy after meals, or even if you simply yearn to feel more vibrant, more focused, and generally better, Alina's journey offers a powerful, low-barrier entry point. Start with this one incredibly simple habit.
That's right. Tomorrow morning, before your fingers even reach for your phone to check emails or before you even think about brewing your coffee, make a conscious detour to your kitchen. Take a fresh lemon, slice it in half, gently squeeze its vibrant juice into a cup of warm, not hot, water, and then, crucially, drink it slowly, mindfully. Commit to doing this for just 1 week.
Just a week to start?
Just a week. Then, after that week, commit to doing it for a month. And slowly, consistently, just like Alina, you will likely begin to witness and feel a beautiful transformation, not just in your physical body, but radiating outwards to your mind, bringing clarity into your heart, fostering a deeper sense of peace and gratitude.
And what's truly fascinating here, I think, is how Alina's journey profoundly redefines what healing and growth can look like in our lives. It serves as a powerful grounding reminder that the most profound, deeply impactful shifts in our well-being and our very sense of self aren't always discovered in grand, expensive gestures or complex, arduous interventions.
Right. Not always the big things.
Not always. Instead, they often quietly begin with the small, consistent rituals, the deliberate and accessible choices we consciously choose to embrace each and every day. It raises a genuinely important question for you, the listener. What other seemingly small, seemingly ordinary, yet incredibly accessible habits might be waiting just beneath the surface, poised to unlock a similarly beautiful and transformative ripple effect in your own body, mind, and heart? Remember, the path to profound wellness doesn't always demand dramatic overhauls. Sometimes it truly begins with nothing more than a warm cup and a slice of lemon.